we see it a lot, don't we? We go into many contact centers across different industries and sectors, and the challenge initially is the call wait times.
Yeah.
Lots of people waiting 45 minutes. You know, we're seeing 50% of people abandon those calls halfway through, but they will just call straight back.
Yeah.
Like they need the service, they need to get through. Improving the operational efficiency up front, which I think we've talked about tools that can do that, and we look at ways and means of supporting our customers in reducing those metrics, and those metrics do matter. You can't forget that. But then suddenly, having a 45-minute wait time and a 50% abandonment, but allowing your agents to speak for as long as they want, it's counterproductive. In this instance, so it's about improving the operational environment to a point that you're at a 3-minute wait time, and then the AHT is less of a factor. Technology can play a part in doing that, and I think it also allows for markers of vulnerability, characteristics to be picked up. So I think that I think we've established that technology isn't the only answer, but it is a key factor when it comes to.
Yeah, I think it's and I'd argue even before you look at implementing technology, you've got to ensure your foundations are solid. So if you're looking at wait times, for example, in the contact center, my first my starting point would not be what technology can we implement to improve this. It would be, let's look at how the contact center is operating today with the people, the shift patterns, the efficiency, the effectiveness of those contacts. Ensure that that's acting or performing at a level that it needs to before you move into looking at which technologies can then improve it further. Anybody who's starting with the idea of let's implement technology because that's our only way of improving this is starting in the wrong place. A very simple example of, you've mentioned speech analytics. So I've worked with organizations that their first point was implement speech analytics because we know that that's going to be a benefit to us, and it will save us X number of heads. When in fact, what they would have ended up doing had we not been there is buying quite a large amount of licenses that weren't required, and whereas that money, it could have been reinvested in actually increasing the amount of time on support for the customers had they had the right foundations in the first place.